Pay attention, crypto gossipators. Things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So we have a very important topic to discuss, and this is going to get your brains thinking and understanding the potential of a bone Shibaswap in the future, just how far it could go, and why I need you guys to be at your top focus and understanding here, because things might really start changing very soon, okay, and for the good. Now, as you have noticed, we have been floating around $1 recently. You know, at some point we went over $2, and it's always been around that mark, you know, of the 0.8 to $2. We're always floating around that. Whenever bone goes up 20 cents, 30 cents, that's considered, you know, a big move nowadays, and it's covered everywhere. Movements are considered massive, okay, and it's all caused by something. But let me make it very clear to you, okay? In the future, when Shibarium comes out, when things start looking great, when they start looking amazing, we are going to be making way bigger movements, okay? Way bigger movements. So if we're making the movements right now in the cents, guys, when Shibarium comes out, you will see bone pumping in the dollars, okay? So look at this. Like, I'm just opening up a chart of 1 year, okay? This is considered the peak, and all it is just $1 more than it is right now. But that's a massive peak. That's a mountain. This is where, you know, people were supposedly making fortunes, made a lot of money. And then this is another point where they made a lot of money. But can you imagine in the future, okay, when bone is going to be pumping dollars, okay? There could be a new listing, could go up by $5, $10. Lots of whales goes up by another $5, $10, $20, $30. So here we are, you know, waiting, anticipating. Some people have even cashed out, never went back into bone just for a $1 difference. But imagine what sort of difference it could have to your wealth if it pumps by $5, $10, $20. These are massive movements, okay? Massive movements. I mean, just look at it. Ethereum, for example, is also considered a gas token, okay? You need Ethereum to go through these blockchains, and Ethereum at some point was at 4,000 and then dropped to $1,000. Imagine what a massive difference that is. So per Ethereum, or it went up, we could also say it went up. That's a massive difference. I mean, this is no joke. And what I'm trying to put out here is that these type of movements, okay, and they're massive movements, can make life-changing gains for your portfolio, okay? So if right now you're so bothered about a few cents going up and down, what about the future? What about if you just hold it until Shibarium comes out, until it gets released, and we have, you know, bone at $20, $30, and then something great happens, and it could fluctuate up another $10, and then obviously it can go down $5, $10. I mean, these are way bigger moves, way bigger moves. And imagine if you hold 10,000 bone. That's crazy amounts of money that you're making there, okay? Just $10 extra could cash you in another $100,000, okay? So right now, this is just so small. I'm trying to show you just how microscopic these gains are, and how you shouldn't really be worried about anything, and that you shouldn't have that feeling of regret that you missed out big time. Guys, you haven't missed out anything. What is to come is going to be way bigger. Just imagine this chart, okay, that we're looking at. So right now we're seeing a max, okay, for a year, $2.50. Imagine a chart with $100 that looks exactly like this, and that you know that it's going in waves. I mean, you would be making an absolute killing, okay? You'd be making a lot of money, like crazy amount of money. So for you to, you know, disregard this would be very stupid, because great things are happening, as I've said, and you're gonna have to be loyal to your plan, to this ecosystem, to the token, and keep fighting, keep pushing, because it will be going through. It has no other choice. I mean, it's not going to stay the same in this way, because all this is just hype. This is all just news, okay? And news that leads to obviously some whales going in, diving deep into it and buying up and stuff. But it's very small, it's micro. I mean, the big stuff is very, very soon when Shibarium comes out. That's when we see the volume going up. And have you noticed how, you know, if you go down, the volume is quite small. The higher you get, okay, at these peaks, the volume tends to go up. Look at this. We've got 1 million something, goes up, goes to 15, 13 million. So imagine when Shibarium comes out, what sort of volumes we're going to be doing. Hundreds of millions. Because so many projects will be joining, lots of investors will be investing, everybody will require Bone. So there will be a crazy hype between it. Okay, and a lot of projects, you're probably going to argue, well, you don't need that much Bone to carry out every single transaction. It's just going to be a small percentage. I get it, but they're going to load up because they will see what Bone has to bring. So they will also speculate on the fact that it will go up even higher. So everything's going to be completely different, okay? The charts are going to be different. The movements are going to be in the tens of dollars, okay? Who knows? In the future, like super long term, could be in the hundreds of dollars. But right now, if you are thinking that a few cents is a big change for you, just double think and remember what $10 can do, $20 movements to your portfolio, because a lot of you are holding thousands and thousands of Bone. Simple as that. In the future, people are not going to be holding that much Bone. It's a fact. I mean, guys, if Bone is going to be at some point $100, I mean, how much Bone can an average person buy? 20, 30 Bone? Have you just thought about the quantity that you have compared to what people will be able to afford in the future? A whale in the future will load up with, say, for example, you know, 500 or 1,000 Bone. That would be considered crazy. And nowadays, 1,000 Bone, you're not even an average Bone holder. You're below the average. It's just like Bitcoins. I mean, back in the days, people were holding hundreds of Bitcoins. Okay, that's how they made a ton of money. But what about nowadays? I mean, if you hold even a small percentage, a quarter of a Bitcoin, you're already considered, you know, quite wealthy. Holding a whole Bitcoin, one Bitcoin is crazy. And if you are with several Bitcoins, then you're over the moon. You're an absolute whale. So just think about the perspective and what we could be seeing very, very soon, with Bone being used in Shibarium as the transaction fee, gas fee basically, quicker, cheaper, more efficient, everything. All that going through is going to be pushing up the price like no tomorrow. Higher volume, good, strong, you know, positive vibes that will be coming from it. I can only see positives. I genuinely can't see any negatives out of Bone. And I really like just how limited it is, and that, you know, it's quite transparent, and also we can do the voting. So all that put together, as I've said, makes it even stronger, less likely to fail and to push higher. So have a think, okay? If you can see the perspective of after Shibarium of Bone moving up $10, $5, $20, you know, making these type of movements, and just imagine a chart where this goes up to $100 and you see the same type of chart. That's a big difference, okay? I mean, look at this. All we did was just go up $2, okay? But imagine the future. You go up like this and it's $50, $70, $80. And these little movements here, these little peaks, are about $3, $4, $5. That's a big, that would be a massive difference to your portfolio. So please, guys, if you have any thoughts, leave them down below. Would you agree with me? Would you not agree with me? I mean, all your thoughts do matter, and it's important that we talk about it, that we discuss. Are you going to wait post Shibarium, or are you one of these pre-Shibarium investors? Let me know down below. And also, don't forget to turn your notifications bell on. Very important, guys. If you're subscribed, that's not enough, because they're not going to show you these videos, and these videos are coming out daily. There's so much information, so don't miss out. And as usual, guys, a big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.